All right, we're live. Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays, coming to you from the airport in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. My trip to the Dominican Republic is over. We looked at approximately 10 venues for the financial summit that's going to be taking place in April, April 19th, 25th to be exact. And already narrowed it down to about three choices. And by Monday, we will have our perfect venue for the financial summit. The financial summit information is, of course, right here. We are going to the Dominican Republic, April 19 to 25. And we also have dates and venue for Bali, Indonesia, November 1st to 7th. People have already started registering for both of them. And number of spots is very limited, of course, and looking to actually sell these out this time. So it's going to be great. Check out the description. If this event is not for you, you don't have to pay the high ticket price. This is for those that actually are interested in what the event offers, and everyone couldn't be happier last year in Bali, or this year in Bali. Can't wait to start saying last year and this year because we're almost there. Okay, Unconfiscatable is also on sale in Las Vegas. So check out that. We're gonna update the speaker profile soon. I got a couple of more guys for you, but then that's it. The event is pretty much at full capacity for speakers. If you want to support my work, please check out the affiliate page and go through these links to support your content creators. Let's go to the price. What is going on? Here is our weekly chart. This is a very interesting candle. This is clearly a doji candle. A doji candle is something that I stress. So I don't really teach workshops much anymore. But when I did teach workshops, and those of you that end up going to products and services on demand videos, my very first video on the list, Intro to Technical Analysis, spends over an hour on just candlesticks. They are insanely important. This candlestick is known as a doji. The way to identify a doji is that a doji has no body. If you look at this candle, you will see that the opening price for the week was 71.15, and the closing price right as of right now is 71.22. So that means during the week, the opening and the closing price have not changed. This shows you indecision. Now, there's two other important elements to know about an indecision candle. An indecision candle only matters if it happens at the top or the bottom of a trend. If it happens in a consolidation zone, it's meaningless. So there are two ways of looking at this candle. One of them is this is the final candle of a 6-month decline, providing the final low, and hence we have indecision and adds the probability of rising up. Another way to look at it, this is a consolidation candle over the last 5 weeks of price action. So once we crossed below 74, we have been consolidating ever since. So I can make the case this candle is bullish. I can also make the case that this candle is neutral. If this candle is neutral, what you have is consolidation at a 6-month decline. More often than not, this leads to lower prices. The only way to avoid that is to have a huge up week next week. At the moment, this is closing as a price flip candle. Today is Saturday morning. Yes, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I have a flight. I'll be in Miami for a couple of days, but I'll be busy. So if we go back down over the next 48 hours, and close below this blue line, that would give us a red 5. To be honest with you guys, I actually want to see a red 5 because a red 5, so a candle close below 6,900 would give me a red 5 on sequential. That sets us up for a final bottom 4 weeks later. That's what I want to see. I want to finally be a bull. I want to be a bull, but the price action is not letting me. I was not swayed by this giant insanity. Those of you that actually remember everything I've said in my trading videos, I went long down here. I took profit from that long over here. So I went long around 4,000. I took profit around 5,500. At the time, you know, being up 25%, it wasn't bad. It's usually not bad. Okay. Now we ultimately went from the $4,000 area where I was going long up to 14,000, which, well, I'm not going to give credit to someone that got out at the very top. That's more luck than skill. Though for some people it's skill, for the majority it's luck. Getting out in the $12,000 to $13,000 range is more realistic. Let's be real here. Getting in on this final load day was actually doable because we're at the moving average. Same thing here. That was easier. Getting out right at the top, that was harder. But getting out, you know, in this 12, 13 area, you know, good traders could have done that. That's realistic. So let's be real here. The move to catch was from 4,000 to 12,000. That's the middle that was actually catchable. Okay, I didn't catch it. I know people that did. Okay, so that's a 3x move. So that's 200% to the upside, right? I made 25% to the upside. I was okay with that. The moment Bitcoin price went above 6,500, it concerned me. And I never liked this run up. And I always said there will be another chance to buy below 6,500. Now, technically, I was right. Realistically, there was only a few hours window to catch that buy, which is why I believe there will be another chance. Could be wrong. At the moment, the chart is not telling me otherwise. The weekly averages, the longer ones are still rising. The shorter one is certainly declining. On the oscillator side, the CMF looks like a disaster. The MACD looks like a disaster. And the RSI, it doesn't look like a disaster, but it's on the verge of looking like a disaster. So your oscillators are very bearish, very bearish. I still think we're going to come down to this area of support, which is the 4,800 to $5,000 range. Remember, Bitcoin has never fallen below the 200-week moving average. So if it does, people might panic. The daily chart is not looking good at all. If you watch my videos from this entire week, today is Saturday, I've done video almost every day. So Friday, today is already Saturday. Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. So Wednesday we rallied hard. Tuesday, so this is the day I flew out to the Dominican Republic. And ever since this 9 on a daily, I was saying, looking for a 1 to 4 candle correction to the upside off of it, and then more downside. And somewhere near the top of this candle, I said this rally is probably over. And at the moment, it looks like it is. How would I know that I'm wrong? It's very easy. I take this green line and I move it to here. If the price of Bitcoin can rally above 7,300, there is a high probability that we're going to go higher. So I'm going to take this green arrow, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to stick it here. So we have to go above 7,300. If we go above 7,300, I think the price can rally, but it's not going to be easy because above 6,300, you have a nasty combination of the 50-day moving average declining fast and the setup trend line. So you still have a really rough piece of resistance, double resistance right there, okay? So if Bitcoin can rally above 7,300, I believe it can rally to 7,600. If it can go above 7,600, it can then go off on a much bigger rally until it runs into the next piece of resistance, which is the 128-day moving average, which by then should be in the vicinity of 8,300. Now, I don't believe that it's going to do this. I think the price of Bitcoin is about to start going back down. To prove me wrong, we need a sustained close. We need a new 2-week high close, okay? If we get a new 2-week high close, then all of these things are possible. Then you have the 128-day resistance. Well, this setup trend line is no longer in play because it stopped, because we have a lower setup trend line. So then if we can break this moving average, then we have the mother of all resistance points, the 200-day moving average. I should probably check what time I'm boarding. Hold on, guys. It is 5:08 a.m. and boarding time is 5:15. Okay, so the plane starts boarding in 7 minutes. I don't have to be the first to board, so I got about 10 more minutes for you guys, 10 to 15 more minutes. Okay, so I'm still sticking to these arrows. Okay, still sticking to these arrows. The sooner we can bottom out, the sooner we can start the journey to new all-time highs. 12-hour chart, I don't really care. Oh, you know what? I want to look at the oscillators. So RSI, not helpful, maybe favors the bulls. MACD definitely favors the bulls. CMF definitely favors the bears. BitMax funding rate, it still favors the bulls, but not as much as before. And this version of the BitMax funding rate is definitely favoring the bulls. Okay, but look at it overall. Look at it for the last few months, right? It's certainly been favoring the bears, and that's why we've been going down. This might need to be way more negative before we start going up. Like, just zoom out this daily chart. Like, if I zoom out this daily chart. By the way, I'm on a laptop. I only have one monitor. I'm not looking at the live chat at the moment. Hope everything's working fine. Just zoom this out. It looks horrendous. This looks terrible. I gotta get Willy Woo on here. I gotta have time to text Willy Woo to talk about on-chain volume. But this price action looks horrendous to me. It needs to turn around. It needs to turn around. The weird thing is, here's the really weird part. We're going down slower than we went up. That is not normal for any asset. I know Bitcoin is special. But assets don't go up faster than they go down. This is not normal for an asset, a tradable asset. All right, where to from here? Well, GBTC is closed for the weekend, so that's not going to be very useful. Um, don't care. Oh, this might be. We might have another rally in Bitcoin dominance. It's possible Bitcoin dominance is ready to go to 80%, and I can't wait for your shit coins to die. I really can't. You have to, I mean, if you have bad investments, the market will make sure that you lose money. I always believed the mining profitability will hit this orange line one more time. This means we either have to go to 3,000 before the halving or 6,000 after the halving. 6,000 after the halving seems more likely. Still waiting if Binance is gonna come back to reality and not outperform Bitcoin for the year. Currently, it has outperformed Bitcoin by 18%, and we have about, what, 10 days to go. So looks like I'll be wrong on this one, but next year, people will understand how the BNB token is an unlicensed, unregistered security of Binance, the company. It's not a currency. This is still getting out of control. This is longs, leverage longs on Bitfinex. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Again, the longs on Bitfinex, I don't know. I can't explain it. I don't know. Here's Ethereum. Oh boy, is Ethereum in trouble. Oh boy. That looks bad. See this red line? If Ethereum falls below that red line, it's in trouble. Look at the last time I drew a red line and Ethereum fell below it. The last time I drew my red line and Ethereum fell below that line, the value of Ethereum versus the Bitcoin fell. Oh wait, I have it there. Let's delete that. Fell 42%. 42%. So what am I expecting the next time Ethereum goes below this line versus Bitcoin? Oh, what a surprise. 42%. How about that? And this red line's been there forever. So that was not pre-planned. That's funny though. There it is, another 42% plunge in Ethereum coming up. That's versus Bitcoin. Versus the dollar. Oh yeah, this looks bad. Oh boy. So versus the dollar, what are we looking at here? This thing is going back to a dollar. It's inevitable. It's inevitable because the tech is like comical. It's probably gonna go back to this blue line. Eventually, it'll take a little while. Yeah, I need to extend it. It's gonna go back to this blue line. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next year, but it's going back to that line. There's your Ethereum versus the dollar. Gold closed the week strong. I can't explain it. I have not kept up with the economic news. I think gold should be going down. Oil is hanging up there. I think oil is going to be going down too in the future. S&P held up well. I would actually be comfortable holding stocks into the weekend. I really thought we could have short-term topped earlier this week, but it's been strong. Here is the S&P weekly, and we're topping on a 9 on a weekly. So that's going to be interesting. Hey guys, my plane is about to board. Check out the Financial Summit. This is why I'm in the Dominican Republic. Spent 3 days with Daisy looking at venues. Daisy helps coordinate this event. And it's time for us to pick a venue. The venue we really want to pick, the price might be too low. We may not be able to use that venue because it's too nice, and we would have to raise the price, which we don't want to do. So we're gonna try and make it work, though. We're gonna try and make it work. This is it's a different type of event. It's really an event for upper middle class to high net worth individuals that are interested in finance, all things finance and trading. Hedge funds, professional profitable traders, basically people that don't have a day job, let's put it that way. People that can spend a week at a very high-end resort with other people that are either run hedge funds or run exchanges, profitable traders that share ideas. It's a different type of event. Unconfiscatable is only $250. So if you're looking for an affordable event, we have that. If you're looking for something high-end, we have that as well. So check those out. All right, if you want to learn how to trade, we have lots of on-demand videos. Mine and Tyler Jenks, Hyperwave, Consensio, Celgin, and several others. So check those out. That's it, guys. That's it for me. Please support through affiliate codes. I'll take a look at your live chat one last time. See if there's anything interesting here. Hey, Leroy, let's see what you wrote. Thanks for your analysis and good luck with your travels. Thank you, Leroy. Thank you very much. Let's see who else we got. Like rough night tone. Yeah. It's been tiring. Like this isn't a vacation. Like I was on the beach twice, but I never got in the water. The Daisy was keeping track of her steps. So not yesterday, but 2 days ago, we did 14,000 steps. I don't know how many kilometers or miles is that, but if you track your steps, which I don't, we did over almost 15,000 steps in one day, just walking around these giant resorts and trying to pick the right venue. All right, thanks, guys. Looks like we didn't have a lot of people on. That's okay. All right, let me stop the screen share here somehow. There it is. Cool. All right, thank you very much, guys. And hopefully I'll have time for some more videos soon. I got to do some Christmas stuff as well. See you all on the next one. Time for me to go board my flight later.